New York Hobby coming in with another wrestling update. Damn, this is the third time I'm coming up with a wrestling update this week. The wrestling world this week is crazy. I know the IWC is wilding right now, especially what just happened an hour ago. You know, watching Wrestle Dream. Edge has officially signed with AEW. Edge is officially with AEW. He debuted during the main event with Christian Cage and Darby Allin. Obviously, we had Sting out there, Luchasaurus with Luchador there, and Wayne, turning heel, siding with Cage. Throwing us off a bit, having us thinking that Edge wasn't going to show up, but then they made Cage the main event with Darby Allin. It only made sense that Edge was coming out for sure. This is pretty huge. Tony Khan saying he was the new era. Edge being... He'll be here full-time. That is the big thing about this, too. He'll be full-time. He's going to be wrestling next week. Starting next week, he's going to be here on a full-time basis. Not a part-time with WWE. He's going to be here on a full-time basis, and he's going to be here wrestling Wednesday. He'll be wrestling on Collision. He'll be wrestling pay-per-views. He will be here full-time. This is the first time since his return to wrestling, from the neck injury, that he will be here on a full-time basis. That's the big thing. He's going to be here on a full-time basis wrestling with AEW. This is big. The potential is there. A lot of dream matches. We have MJF versus Edge. That's a big match that could potentially happen in the future. Samoa Joe versus Edge. That's a big potential match that's going to most likely happen in the future. Him versus the Elite. Honestly, I love CM Punk. This is not a shot to him, but I prefer Tony Khan working with Edge here. By the way, he did have his same theme that he had in WWE, but the line was recorded differently because they have a trademark with that line. So they had to re-record the line, and the line goes, "You think you know him," rather it being, "You think you know me." So they had to re-record the line for it because they couldn't get they had to change it up a bit. Obviously, WWE was going to copyright that, so they had to change it up a bit. But it is the same theme, his same character, rated R superstar. The only thing is, WWE has trademarked to the "You think you know me" part of the song and the Edge part. So he'll be going by his full name moving forward, being Adam Copeland. So he'll be going by his full name moving forward, but it's still the same gimmick. He's still Edge. He just be using his full name. Y'all can still call him Edge. I don't care. I'm going to still call him Edge. But he's here in AEW. Potentials, matches is here. Samoa Joe, he talked about that. So it looked like we're going to get a Samoa Joe feud after the Christian Cage feud, because he's going to feud with Christian first. That's going to be his first feud. They booked it, they showed it for the TNT title, and then he'll most likely face Samoa Joe after and then work his way up. He might even get an AEW world title run in the future. Who knows? One step at a time. But he's here as a full-time competitor, and him being there as a full-time competitor means this is definitely his last run as a professional wrestler, and he's going on a tour, basically, for as long as it's going to be. Maybe he'll do 3 to 4 years here, just like he did 3 to 4 years with WWE. I feel like WWE utilized, underutilized a bit his final run with WWE. Even though it was great and he had a lot of fun matches, I do feel like they underutilized it a bit. So he'll have a lot more fun here in AEW. And honestly, like I said, no shot, no this is to CM Punk. I've been a CM Punk defender all over. And that's not going to change. But I prefer Tony Khan working with Edge more than CM Punk. Because if Edge has an issue, Edge is definitely not going to do the stuff that CM Punk did with it. He will be more professional with it. Edge will speak his mind, but he'll be more professional. He's going to be way more professional. It's going to be a big sign. This is a better fit, too, than CM Punk. even though I meant what I said with the elite and all that, but Punk's going to be more professional about it rather than just cursing everybody out and all that. That's not a shot towards Punk. But I think this is a better signing, and Tony Khan definitely looked relieved during that post press conference. He definitely looked relieved, other than when he was sitting with CM Punk. So I definitely believe he had fear with that man, just joking around. But yeah, man, Edge debuting. I would have loved him staying in WWE and finishing off like a perfect send-off at WrestleMania. But then again, he had a perfect send-off with Sheamus, the man who helped him get back into the business. He had a perfect send-off there. Now he's off to the next chapter to finish out his wrestling career in AEW. A lot of dream matches coming. This is big, very big, as they go into the new era. Edge is definitely going to provide much-needed locker room presence and role model and leadership to there. That's a big thing as well. This is definitely a step in the right direction for AEW. I will say that. I don't know how WWE can top this, but they're definitely going to have a big comeback. A lot of people saying, oh, CM Punk, you know, I don't know, you know, that's a possibility. Never say never. But I think WWE going to most likely hit that Brock Lesnar button, and Lesnar will be back here soon, you know, with John Cena as well, because, you know, the writer's strike is over, so John Cena most likely going to go back to Hollywood after Fastlane. So WWE's definitely hitting that Brock Lesnar button. Watch out. Lesnar is going to be back soon because of this right here. That's a topic for another day, though. Edge with AEW. He is here. Like I said, the matches skyrocket. There's a lot of potential here. And like I said, this is a step in the right direction because Edge is definitely going to provide that much-needed leadership. He will be a great role model to some of these stars. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. But this is crazy. If you would have told me in 2011, when Edge first retired, that he would be back here wrestling and have a hell of a run in WWE, and then go here and finish out a new chapter in AEW, I would not believe you. I would be like, bruh, I don't know what you're talking about. You're smoking weed. But he is here and it happened. This is crazy. Edge, I'm going to repeat this again. Edge is here as a full-time competitor, not a part-timer. He is here as a full-time competitor, and he will be wrestling as soon as next week. So that was a way to end the night. You know, when Sting came out, I definitely thought that Edge return was not going to happen. I thought, okay, he's going to re-sign with WWE. That's what I thought. But then it happened. You know, Christian Cage is going to be the first feud for sure. And then he'll most likely move on to some of the younger talents and work his way up. That's the same thing he did with WWE. Started with someone familiar so he could get the feel and then work with new talent. That's most likely what he's going to do here. The same thing. Just the difference is he's not going to be part-time. He's going to be full-time. That's what I have to say about that. Edge is officially with AEW. That is a very big, big, big move. So I will continue to monitor this progress as we go into next week. He's going to be here Tuesday. He will be there Wednesday, and he will also be there Friday, Saturday on Collision as well. So stay tuned. And then he will be wrestling as well next week. So it's going to be a big week for Edge next week. There you have it. Edge with AEW. It's here. The rumors were true. And y'all stay tuned. And New York Hobby is signing out.